Hello Internet! CSS variables are an awesome feature that keeps your style sheets organized and clean. Moreover, they prevent duplication and enable you to apply global changes quickly. And they've been around for quite a while now, so it's about time you get to know them. Let's dive right in. Here I have a bit of HTML markup, consisting of a headline, a little description, and some bullet points. So now I want to style that text. At first we target the headline and give it a nice color. Then we target the bullet points, give it a background color of teal and a text color of white. So and then I want to target each bullet point individually using these applied clauses here. So we're going for the first bullet point and give it a padding of 4 pixels. The second bullet point, well, it should also have a padding of 4 pixels. And this should also apply to the third bullet point. You may already spot some duplication, like the padding value here, or the usage of the color teal. Now, imagine you worked on a big website for months and months. All those duplications add up. Maybe the requirements change and the color should no longer be teal, but something else. You will have to go through all your style sheets and change them everywhere. This can be a tedious and time-consuming process. Luckily, you are now learning CSS variables. The syntax for them is the following. At the very top of your style sheets, you define them in root. Then you start with 2 dashes. These signal to CSS a variable declaration. Here you can specify any name you want for your variable. I'm calling this primary color. Lastly, assign a value, like the color teal. Now we can use the variable anywhere we want. So let's replace these 2 property values with our new variable. In order to do that, we define the var function and plug in our variable name. As you can see in the browser, our color teal is still successfully applied. If I want to change the color to something different, like orange, I only need to change it in one place. Let's tackle that padding duplication next. First, we define a variable. We call it global padding and assign a value of 4 pixels to it. And then we can assign that variable everywhere we need it using the var function. You can also override the assigned values of variables inside selectors. For example, I want my second bullet point to have a background color of teal. So we assign a new color to our primary color, this time teal. And then I can set my background color and plug in the primary color in here. I could also set the background color of our third bullet point. Let me just quickly do that. As you can see, the changed variable value is scoped to our second bullet point. I would like to explain one last thing. Working with fallbacks. So let's say I want to apply a variable to this description. Like so. And assign the color to secondary color. That secondary color obviously does not exist yet. Maybe it gets declared later using JavaScript. Until this is happening, it is recommended to work with fallback values. This is easily achieved by providing it right here. Of course, you are not limited to color and padding. You can assign variable values to pretty much any CSS property like margin and border declarations and so on. Alright, that's all there is to CSS variables. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I am looking forward to seeing you in the next video.